Here we are in Challange. We are going to do a silage only challenge. Our goal is to reach, I say multi-million, so 5 million. Let's go with 5. Silage only. That's it. Starting with $0. So we will have to contract up to get some money to buy a piece of property, and we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and see what we have for contracts available to us. So I'm going to be very picky on some of these contracts because I do know that, for instance, fertilizing and the spraying contracts, if you borrow the items, you have to pay for the spray, whether herbicide, fertilizer, whatever, and whatnot, out of your own pocket. And you do not get reimbursed for it. So we're going to try and stay away from those. Let's see, we got decent weeding contract over here on 4 or 4D. Lease cost is $7.79. So we will get just under $3,000 for that one. So we will borrow these items. And then we'll make our way over to the store and pick up the equipment, go over to 40, and do our first contract. Make our way out of the park here. Let's see, where is the store? So we'll go this way. We're gonna do a little jaywalk here, make sure no one's coming, and we are good to go. Run across the street here, and I will meet you guys over back at the shop. Okay, here we are at the shop. We got our tractor and our weeder with a weight here. We are at, I can't pronounce that, so we will just call it the zoo. Get our stuff hooked up here. We'll do the weight first. Nice little Fendt tractor here. Wrong button. Okay, we'll make our way over to field 40. I believe it's to the right. Our very first contract. Oh, I believe we're going to have to take a left here on this dirt road here. We'll wait for pedestrian traffic to clear. Get this unfolded here. Get our gyps set up. And away we go. Alright, our first contract in the books. Done some weeding. We'll go ahead and collect on it. Actually, let's go ahead and see if there's any more weeding we can do with this particular setup. Nope. So we'll just collect it. And look at that, $2,800 in the bank. First contract done. Let's go ahead and take a look at our field options for grass. And that already have it. It'll make it slightly easier on ourselves in the long run, especially to start. Looks like we have 3 options. Pier Field 29 is 60,000, but it doesn't look like there's much space for a bunker. We've got Field 80, 44,000. Got some space on the end of the field here. That might work. Then we have 92, 106,000. But there's lots of room around the outside edge of it here. We can get a lot done with that extra space there. So we'll do a bunch more contracts and we will see where we end up as far as which field we buy. Now remember, this is a silage only challenge. Let's see, we have some bale wrapping. That's 2,900. We'll lose 500. It'll put us at about 24. We have 3 baling contracts that we can do. And it looks like they are press square bales on this one, round on this one, round on this one. So I guess we could take a look at these balers and see if you can do square and round. If you could do square and round, we might knock all 3 of these out by borrowing just one of them. Let's see. Where's the balers? Square. Oh no, they're separated. So it looks like we can do the round ones by borrowing. That would put us at about almost $1,700 if we do both of these with one piece of equipment, and they're fairly close to each other. So let's go ahead and we'll borrow the items for this one. And then field 70, we will accept the contract. Now we got ourselves quite the trek to get over to the store. So I'm gonna get my workout in and I will meet you guys at the zoo. Okay, we got our workout in for today, our first one. Made it over to the zoo. And we have our tractor here. And our baler. Why does it look like our tractor's running already? They must be getting her warmed up for us. Alright. Get hooked up to the baler here. And then we will head over to field 67. See you guys over there. Alright, we are approaching our fields. We're going to go ahead and cut through here real quick. And we will get started on the baling. That one is done. Now we'll go over to field 40. Or 70. My apologies on that. And we will do this one over here. Knock this one out real quick. Alrighty, we got those two contracts done. We'll go ahead and collect up on those. See what else we have we can do. We could do the square baling. Deadwood. We got two hoeing contracts, which I guess it costs the same, using the same equipment on each one of those. And a wood transport we could do. Let's go ahead and we'll do the hoeing contracts. And then we'll borrow the equipment on one of them. And then complete them both. Go ahead and accept that one. Alright, now we got quite the trek back over to the zoo. So I'm going to make my way over there, and once again, we'll see you guys at the zoo. Alright, here we go. We're coming up on the zoo here. We'll get our hoe and weight on the tractor and go bust out a couple more hoeing contracts. And we'll be well on our way to starting our multi-million-dollar silage operation. There we go, got the weight attached. We gotta go up to field 33. That's the bigger one. We'll do that one first. Let's see if I could shoot the gap. I shot the gap, but not exactly where I wanted to. Alright, we'll bust out of these hoeing contracts, and then we'll be back, see where we're at money-wise, and what else we can do to make some money. Okay, here we are, doing our last little hoeing one real quick. This will be an interesting challenge because I do know you don't get a lot of profit off of silage, especially with smaller amounts. So this will be quite the challenge that we got going for ourselves here. But it'll be fun. See if we can do it. I believe if we get, big fields, lots of grass going in as silage, that we could potentially make a lot of money. We'll probably have to get some silage type silos so we can sell at the optimum time to make the absolute most possible. But we'll come across those hurdles as they come. Just about ready to finish this one up here, and we are done. So we'll go ahead and hop out. Let that fold up, and then we'll collect on our contracts. Completed and completed. See, anything else? Harvesting of wheat. Again, won't be doing spraying or fertilizing contracts. I wonder if getting a chainsaw would be worth of the $1,000 in the long run for deadwood. Right now, it's not. Actually, let's see. How much is a chainsaw? Yeah, $1,000. I mean, we can buy this Husqvarna for $655, but that would give us $400 profit on that deadwood contract there. I mean, in the future, it would be pure profit at that point if we went ahead and bought a chainsaw. But I'm going to go ahead and hold off on the chainsaw for a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and hold off on the chainsaw for the time being. So let's go ahead and see what other contracts we have that we can finish up this month. Okay. So we can do wheat on field 79. It's going to cost us $1,300 to lease everything, and it's a $1,400 contract. So we're going to get $100 out of it. That's not worth it. Rock removal is $2,700, and it's only going to cost us $519 to lease the products. And it looks like it's fairly close to the store here. I mean, I think that one would be a good one for us to do. Go ahead and borrow the items on that one. That'll be a fairly decent profit. Let's go ahead and get out of the middle of this guy's field here and make our way back over to the zoo. Okay, we're coming up on the back side of the zoo here. I got a couple workers working today. Oh, there's our New Holland Bobcat. Or skid steer, I guess I should say. Bobcat is a brand. Go ahead and get our little jackhammer set up here. Oh, this sucker is slow. Slow going in the New Holland. Oop. It turns on a dime, though. That is for sure. Contract finished. Let's go ahead and collect on it. What are we at? We're at 9,000. How much more do we need for... I think we're going to go with field 80. 44,000. So we've got about 35,000 more dollars to make here. So we're going to be at this for a little bit. Wood transport, that'll net us 1,700 bucks. Doesn't seem to really be worth it. Bale wrapping. We can get ourselves 2,400 out of that one. Let's go ahead and borrow on that one. Yeah, that seems to be the best option right now. We'll get on back over to the zoo and get started on our next contract here. Alright, here we are at the zoo. We got our tractor and our bale wrapper. Go ahead and get this all situated and set up. Alright, here we are. Gonna wrap some square bales here. Okay, we're done with that one. Let's see if there happens to be any more bale wrapping. Ooh, we got a big oat harvest. Ooh, we are definitely going to be doing that. Okay, yep, we'll go ahead and do that one. Wrapped up a bale wrapping contract there. Let's go ahead and collect on that one. And then we will do this oat harvest. And then we can do the wheat one there with the same equipment. So, yeah, we're going to borrow on field 49. And then we're going to do that one. All right, make our way back over to the zoo. All right, coming up on the zoo. Oh, that tractor, there's something going on. It's already running. Go ahead and get this all hooked up and go do that harvesting contract over there. Okay, our harvester's almost full here. We're going to have to go pick up the tractor and the wagon here in a moment to go ahead and unload this bad boy, and that way we can keep going. I do believe we will get a little kickback at the end of this here once we deliver all of the required contract product. Not sure how much of a little kickback we'll get, but we will find out. So we're going to go ahead and mosey on back over to the zoo and grab our tractor and trailer. Be right back. Go ahead and hop out of here in the harvester. Get that pipe out. Did I park it in a perfect spot? I did. Look at that. Got oats going in the trailer. Looks like it's going to be about 1.25 of the harvesters will fit in this here trailer. We'll get this going again and then keep on harvesting. Let's go ahead and see if any more harvesting contracts have come up that I can use this equipment on here. Harvesting. Oh, oats. Yeah, looks like we got another oat contract that's also going to the farmer's market. And it's closer to... It's on our way over to the other one, let's just say that. So we'll go ahead and we'll accept that one. That's $2,600. That'll be going in the pocket. And then 79. Yep, so we'll be doing... Looks like we'll be doing pretty good on some contracts here. Alright, go jump in the tractor here and get that emptied out. I'll be able to get enough out of the harvester that I can finish this field up. At least. This one is done. So we'll move this over to the next field. I will harvest as much as I can before I go take anything to the farmer's market. Alright, let's go empty our other tractor, take it to the farmer's market, come back, get this one emptied. Okay, here we come up on the farmer's market. We will, like I said, I don't think we'll see any profits from anything yet until I'm done with all of the contracts, because it's going to add it to the next contract first, because they are active. Yep, 66% transported for field 49. So go back, empty the harvester again, and then just keep on keeping on. Back to finishing this field. Okay, this field is done being harvested. So we will fill up our trailer, get this over to the last field, get that one going, and then collect. Oh, that's wheat. It's not even oats. Okay. I thought it was oats. Wasn't even paying no attention. Alright, we're going to finish these two contracts up and then see what our profit is from the extra. Money in the bank. There we go. Ooh. Ooh, lots of money in the bank. 12,000 on the contract. The harvest income. Nice. Alright, let's take a look and see if there's more harvesting that we can do while we have this rented equipment. Ooh, we've got canola and wheat that we can go do. We are going to accept those. And we'll get those done. Contract on a specific field failed. Why did it fail? Well, field 7. I don't understand that. I wonder why that failed. That's interesting. Huh. I am curious about that. What happened there? I've never seen something failed as soon as you, like, go to get it done before. That's a little bit concerning, to be honest, because that was a couple $1,000 contract that I failed for some reason, and I didn't even do anything. We'll have to look into that a little later on, I guess. Alright, we'll get back to this then. And we'll figure that out later. Alright, finish this up. Get it loaded into the trailer here. Still trying to figure out why that contract failed on me. Makes no sense, but I'm going to go ahead and get this up to field 20. See, the best way to do that will be, I think I've got a plan. We'll see how it works. Alright, we jumped back in the tractor over here. We're going to go get rid of the rest of this wheat from that contract. And then we will jump back over to our harvester and get that canola field going. Or get it finished up, I guess. This will give us some harvest money as well. Don't know how much, but we will find out. Doing pretty good. I'm about 21,000 away from my goal to purchase field 80. Oh, we are less than 20 away now. Alright, we have just purchased our first piece of property. But I'm still homeless. We are now got $300. So we're going to look at tents. See what we can get to live in here. Ooh, there's a $50 tent. Or a $50 duffel bag. Go ahead and get ourselves a tent set up here. We'll put this up here in the corner. Well, now we have a place to sleep. We have a tent. So that's going to do it for first episode here on the multi-million-dollar silage operation.